Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be solving the equation x minus 4 to the power of 4 is equal to x to the power of 4. So, my only variable in this equation is x, so that's what I'm going to be solving for. And now for my solution. What I'm first going to do is rewrite this equation as x minus 4 to the power of 2 times 2 is equal to x to the power of 2 times 2. And the reason I did this is because now I can use the property a to the power of m to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m times n. So using this property, I can rewrite x minus 4 to the power of 2 times 2 as x minus 4 to the power of 2 to the power of 2, and I can rewrite x to the power of 2 times 2 as x to the power of 2 to the power of 2. Now from here, this is going to turn into x minus 4 to the power of 2 to the power of 2 minus x to the power of 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 0, because I just subtracted x to the power of 2 to the power of 2 on both sides. And now I can use the property a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a is x minus 4 squared and b is x squared. So this turns into x minus 4 squared plus x squared times x minus 4 squared minus x squared is equal to 0. Now from here, I'm going to expand x minus 4 squared. So x minus 4 squared is equal to x squared minus 8x plus 16. So over here, I get x squared minus 8x plus 16 plus x squared times x squared minus 8x plus 16 minus x squared is equal to 0. Now x squared plus x squared is 2x squared. So I get 2x squared minus 8x plus 16 times, these two cancel out, negative 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. And now I get two equations. 2x squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 0, and negative 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. Now from here, I'm going to factor out 2, so I get 2 times x squared minus 4x plus 8 is equal to 0. And from here, for this equation, I have 8x is equal to 16. So if I divide both sides by 2, I get x equals 2. That's one solution. And now continuing this, if I divide both sides by 2, I get x squared minus 4x plus 8 is equal to 0. And if I use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. In this case, a is 1, b is negative 4, and c is 8. So I have x is equal to negative of negative 4 plus or minus the square root of b squared, so negative 4 squared, which is 16, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 8, all over 2a, so 2 times 1. And this turns into 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 32 over 2, which turns into 4 plus or minus the square root of negative 16 over 2. So now, the square root of negative 16, I can rewrite that as the square root of 16 times the square root of negative 1 over 2, and the square root of negative 1 is equal to I. So I get x is equal to 4 plus or minus the square root of 16i over 2, and the square root of 16 is equal to 4, so I get x is equal to 4 plus or minus 4i over 2, which turns into 2 plus or minus 2i. So my three solutions of x are x is equal to 2 plus 2i, x is equal to 2 minus 2i, and x is equal to 2. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the problem 2 to the power of 22 minus 1. So, to solve this, what I'm first going to do is rewrite this as 2 to the power of 11 times 2 minus 1. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 11 times 2 is equal to 2 to the power of 11 to the power of 2 minus 1. Now 1 is the same thing as 1 squared. So now I have 2 to the power of 11 to the power of 2 minus 1 squared. Now the reason I did that and rewrote 1 as 1 squared is because now I can use the property a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So just to clarify, a is 2 to the power of 11 and b is 1. So now I get 2 to the power of 11 plus 1 times 2 to the power of 11 minus 1. Now, what is 2 to the power of 11? Well, 2 to the power of 9 is 512. 2 to the power of 10 is going to be double of 2 to the power of 9, which is double of 512, which is 1024. So 2 to the power of 11 is double of 1024, which is 2048. So now I get 2048 plus 1 times 2048 minus 1. Now 2048 plus 1 is 2049, and 2048 minus 1 is 2047. So I get 2049 times 2047. And now, a simpler way of multiplying this, rather than the usual method of this way takes way too long. So a much easier route is to rewrite this as 2000 plus 49 times 2000 plus 47. Now from here, I can simply distribute. So I have 2000 times 2000, which is 2000 squared, plus 2000 times 47, plus 49 times 2000, plus 49 times 47. Now 2000 squared is going to be 4 million, plus 47 times 2000 is 94,000, plus 49 times 2000 is 98,000, and finally 49 times 47 is 2,303. So now, by adding all these up, I get 4,194,000, because 94,000 plus 98,000 is 190,100. 94,000, and then I have to add in the 2,303. So now I get 303 at the end.